welcome back to my channel. This is Rania Hazem, and today we're gonna talk about an episode that we can call it quite creative, if you want to put it like this way. So we're just gonna dig into this episode and start off with a question, which is, have you ever felt like your mind is just blocked? You can't think of any idea, and just all the idea that is out of the box is basically not there, and you know, your mind is quite deflated at this point. It's just like a balloon or something. So if you've ever felt like this, I'm here to tell you that we've all been there. And actually the first time that people come up with something that can be called to this situation is in the 1930s, where someone called Alex Osborne was working in the advertising department, and one day Osborne was just looking at the wall trying to think of something for his new marketing campaign, but he can't come up with anything. And just like this, a fly, yes everyone, as you heard me right, it's just a fly, came up to him and started flying around him, flying above his head, and he tried to make it go away. And just like this, he's like, this is such an annoying brainstorming, because do you get it? Because the fly was just flying around him in a storm way, and he was trying to think, so it's just brainstorming. So yeah, and one of his colleagues actually heard him, and he was like, this is a pretty cool word to put it like this. And Osborne just got the idea for it. He gathered up all his colleagues and told them that there's something that can be helped for the campaign, which is brainstorming. And they started to delve into the steps of the brainstorming, which are 4 steps. So the first step is defining the problem. For Osborne, his problem was the marketing campaign that he's trying to put out there. So he started by defining the problem, like, here I am, I want to do a marketing campaign that is quite creative and just want to attract more people to buy our product. So then they delved into the second step, which is generating the ideas. He told all his colleagues to think as much as they want about all the ideas that they want to think about. And just like this, they all started to come up with this wacky and crazy ideas, which were pretty creative, and it was just all about the quantity of the ideas, not the quality, because they can just come up with as much as they want. And then they thought of the third base, which is build on ideas. So each idea they started to come up with so many ideas. So the first idea was just taken, and then there's another idea over there was also taken, and they started to put ideas with each other and just mix it all together, and all the ideas were piggybacking each other to come up with a big whole idea. So then they used the last step, which is evaluating and refining. So after using all these steps and just coming up with all these ideas and mixing them together and trying to put them in one shape, they started to just refine the idea. The brainstorming session is basically over, and they just started to take a critical look at the idea and think of all the things that they can just use to make it better and to be in the best shape, and to give a promising solution actually for the problem that was in step 1. And this is just the steps of the brainstorming, which then we can say that brainstorming is a technique where people can be thinking out of the box and in a judgment-free zone, while thinking of wacky and crazy ideas that they can be used to help them later. So lastly, overall, we can just say that brainstorming was a great way and just a great kickstart to the creative process, as it helped in thinking of new ideas and new ways to approach them to help solve a problem that is identified back then. And even now we use that till now, and we can actually see it in quite a few examples in our daily lives, like the foldable furniture. For example, you're in a small space and you just want to put some furniture over there, but you can just put everything above each other, you know. So people come up with foldable furniture, which we can see as the sofa bed. For example, it's a sofa that we can just stretch it, and just like this, it's just a bed. So yeah, and this is what brainstorming helped You just take an idea and put another idea with it, and just like this, boom, it's just one big idea that can be used in our daily lives.